two identical long parallel wires, they are carrying current I1 and I2 such that I1 is greater than I2. So here we are having two long parallel conductor carrying current I1 and I2 such that I1 is greater than I2, and they are carrying current in the same direction. When two conductors they carry current in the same direction, then the magnetic field at a point midway between the wire is 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. So suppose P is a point which is midway between the two wires, means both the wires they are at the same distance. Say here they are at the same distance R and R, means distance of separation between two parallel wire, if we take it as 2R. So whenever we are having such type of situation that two parallel wires they carrying the current in the same direction, then we know that the magnetic field B1 produced by a current I1 and magnetic field B2 is magnetic field produced due to another conductor which carries current I2. Then the point P, which is midway between the two parallel wires, these magnetic field they are opposite in direction. What I am saying, whenever two identical long parallel wires they are carrying the current in the same direction, then they will produce a magnetic field at a point which is midway between them. They are opposite in direction, means net magnetic field at the center point or at the midpoint, net magnetic field at midpoint, say P, between the two wire is actually B equal to B1 minus of B2. Why it is so? Because they are carrying the current in the same direction. So that's why two fields they are what? Opposite in direction, and it was given as, what is the value of net magnetic field given? Net magnetic field B is equal to 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 Tesla. It was given to us. Then in the second case, this is about the first case, case number 1. Now if the direction of I2 is reverse, means see here in the first case I1 and I2 they are flowing in same direction. In second case the direction of I2 is reverse, then the field becomes, then the net magnetic field at the midpoint P becomes, remember, because here current I1 and I2 they are flowing in what? Opposite direction. So whenever we are having two long parallel wires carrying current in opposite direction, then the net magnetic field at point P is a midpoint. So net magnetic field at point P, they are lying in same direction. Direction of magnetic field at point P due to two long parallel conductor carrying current in opposite direction, their directions are same, hence they will add it. So the net magnetic field at point P due to conductor carrying current I1 is B1 and due to conductor carrying current I2 is B2, and because B1 and B2 they are in the same direction, so that's why net magnetic field at point P is B1 plus B2, and it was given that this B is equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 Tesla. 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 Tesla. 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 Tesla. Now, as far as B1 and B2 are concerned, what is the value of B1? In general, B is equal to mu 0 I divided by 2 pi R. Magnetic field, see here, magnetic field produced by any current carrying coil, magnetic field at any point P which is at a distance R from the current carrying conductor, magnetic field at any point P due to a straight current carrying conductor is B equal to mu 0 I divided by 2 pi R. So see here, B1 is magnetic field at point P. So what B1 is equal to? B1 is equal to mu 0 into, what is the current carrying by it? It is mu 0 I1 divided by 2 pi r, mu 0 I1 divided by 2 pi r, and similarly B2 is equal to mu 0 I2, because that second conductor, it carries current I2, and that point P, midpoint P is again at a distance r from it. So mu 0 I2 divided by 2 pi into r, mu 0 I2 divided by what? 2 pi into r. So equation 1 and equation 2, what we can say? 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 is equal to B1 minus B2, means here mu 0 upon 2 pi r, that is taken as common, mu 0 into 2 pi r, and what is there in bracket? It is I1 minus of I2. This is equation number 1. Similarly, what is this? 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 is equal to, again B1 plus B2, means what can be taken as common? Mu 0 upon 2 pi r, and in bracket now it is I1 plus of I2, I1 plus of I2. This is equation number 2. Now let us take the ratio of these two equations, 1 by 2. So what we will get? 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 is equal to, see here, mu 0 upon 2 pi r, mu 0 upon 2 pi r, they get cancelled. So then, and what is left? I1 minus I2 upon I1 plus of I2, I1 minus I2 upon I1 plus of I2. Here 3 ones are 3 twos are 10 raised to minus 5, and 10 raised to minus 6 means it is 10 raised to minus 1 is left. So 2 into 10 raised to minus 1 means it is 0.2. So 0.2 into, now cross multiply it, into I1 plus I2 is equal to I1 minus of I2, I1 minus of I2. So therefore 0.2 I1 plus 0.2 I2 is equal to I1 minus of I2, I1 minus of I2. Now take this minus I2 to this side, so it becomes plus I2. So we get I2 plus 0.2 I2 is equal to I1, and take this 0.2 I1 to that side, so it becomes minus 0.2 I1. So 1.2 I2 is equal to 0.8 I1. How it is? It is 1 plus 0.2, 1.2, and 1 minus 0.2, it is 0.8. Therefore I1 by I2 is equal to, therefore I1 by I2 is equal to 1.2 divided by 0.8, 1.2 divided by 0.8, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 1.2, so it is equal to 3 divided by 2. So I1 by I2 is equal to 3 by 2. So out of 4 options which are given to us, so I1 by I2 is equal to 3 by 2. So option D is the correct option for this question.